How are you all? It has been a while since we've had a EmpowHer Power Punch lunch brunch session. I'm Car Barker, and I think I know all of you out there. I am the host of today's session. I am being hosted by EmpowHer Consulting, my life coaching company, specifically for women, but we also coach students, athletes, men, entrepreneurs, CEOs. We do it all, but we do specialize for women. I'm also being hosted by the wonderful Hallelujahs and Hiccups book club. And hopefully if you don't know about them, they are a strong force, about 1,200 different people all over the world. And you can join our Hallelujahs and Hiccups book club on Facebook as well. And so today's conversation is, if you haven't heard me say, but you're going to hear me say it today, is wake up. You are sleeping. Wake up. Sleepwalker, wake up. Now, I don't know about you. I cannot believe that we are now in the month of December. I cannot believe we're finally here. That is actually December 2021. We have about X amount, 30 days or so to get into the new year. Some of you thought you would never have made it. Some of you probably thought, I can't believe we're here, but we are now here. So there is no time like the present to finish this year off strong, right? There's no reason to be sleeping. I mean, you've had about 11 months out of the whole year to probably sleep on yourself. Sleep, and I mean sleeping meaning not really literally sleeping, but you're not doing what you're supposed to do. All those resolutions that you had in January 1 of 2021, those fell off. Or the things that you have outlined for you as that's aligning with your purpose, your aspirations, you just checked out. So when I say wake up, sleepwalker, this is a proclamation or a declaration that I want you to make for yourself to say, I need to finish this year off strong. Now, we all have our dreams. Yes, we do. And we all have amazing things we wish we wanted to do as children. And probably as a child, there's something about children that has that blind faith. Most kids will say, I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a veterinarian. I want to be a teacher. Most children are so courageous in their dreams until someone, I call them the dream killers, which we know about them as an adult. Those dream killers that say, hey, maybe you don't have the smarts to do that, or you come from this background, and so we kill their dreams. Or maybe you had a parent, a teacher, or a grandparent that just called your dreams silly, and when you shared them, and maybe you're a byproduct of an environment where just people just don't make it out. Or maybe now, yes, you, the one that's listening to this video, you may be surviving, but not thriving in the corporate sector because you're playing it small, you don't have a voice, you don't ask for the raise, you just continue to be behind the scenes, nobody knows you're there, so literally they're sleeping on you because you've slept on yourself. Ouch. I know it, but I'm here to tell you, it's been a while, so I'm coming with it on fire today, right? So think about it, ladies, and maybe some gents out there that like to pipe into our conversations, is that the number one killer in our own self to us being able to wake up on our dreams and our purpose is the doubt or the fear of failure. Yes, I said the F word. Failure. Fear. Fear of failure is what keeps most of us from walking out fearlessly or fully awake. And I think about it, the dreams that was once put on your heart for a reason, why aren't you pursuing it? Why aren't you pursuing it with full passion and zeal? So we come from a generation, and I probably are going to misstate or misuse this word, is being woke. We're woke on the social context. We're woke on being well informed with the political sector. We're woke on what everybody else's business, but we are sleeping on our own self. So why don't we take the same rigor and the same tenacity to put our dreams into play, right? But until you wake up and realize that you are the master of your own fate and you let go of that false narrative that people tell you that either you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you won't make it, you don't have your education, you don't have your GED. They tell you all the things that you don't have. Then you decide to say, you know what, I might as well no longer dream. Well, I'm telling you, as your life coach, as your strategist, is that you need to silence those dream killers, because here's the reality, friends. Yes, the reality is that if they can't even envision their own dreams and they can't pursue their dreams themselves and they play small, why do you think they would even buy into you? Exactly. So think about the surroundings of where you are. If the people around you are not playing to their strengths and they're not activating their own faith, I don't think they're the people that I would want to use to give them my ideas about how to play big. So I have to tell you, this year has been a very interesting year. We launched a company. We're starting a new book. We've got a podcast. I feel like I have done a lot in the year of 2021, and I am just getting started. But I did say, and I think this is good for you to do as well. In January 1 of this year of 2021, I said to myself, whatever happens by July 1st of 2022, and they're like, oh, that's a big stretch. But I had some thoughts. By July 1st of 2022, I said, and some people may even know what this date is, and I'm not going to go into full detail, but by July 1st of 2022, I said, if I'm not here and I'm not doing that and I'm not pursuing that, then I am going to make a very, very courageous leap into the deep water blue. Yes. And that means that I have been in a space where I have been operating and I've been doing certain things for a long time. I've been in the game, the corporate sector, for a very long time, and I feel like I've been underplayed. I'm just going to say it. Hey, this is my Facebook Live. I can say what I want to say. But I feel like I've been underplayed and underutilized. And I think that maybe you as well. And so I have set a date out there. And I think you should do the same thing. Set a date in place where you are going to say, God, I'm going to pray that by this date, I'm going to be doing this. And if I'm not doing this, I am going to work and move out on faith and knowing that there is a bigger and better thing to my yes. And so that may mean that I am truly closing a door so that some other doors can open. And why I'm doing that is that I am no longer allowing my dreams just to be a dream without a vision, but I'm putting some work and some rigor around it. So July 1st, 2022, just follow me and see what happens on July 1st of 2022. It may actually happen before July 1st of 2022, but I'm saying by July 1st of 2022, if specifically things are not happening in a career space, in a coaching space, some things that I have already in the works, I'm about to say deuces to some things. And I'm not going to tell you what I'll say deuces to, but I'm going to say some deuces to some things. And you may say, well, why are you going to wait till July? Because I'm going to operate in faith, but I'm also going to be operating with a little bit of with direction, right? You can't do stuff unless God tells you to do it. All right, but let's think about this. And I want to ask you all, how has sleepwalking been working for you? When I think about sleepwalking, are you getting closer to your goals, or are you sleeping on yourself? Do you have better clarity around your purpose, or are you playing big or small? If you answered no to any of those things, then I think you may be suffering a little bit from faith apnea. Now, I made that completely up. I don't even know if that's a word, faith apnea. But faith apnea is when you are stopped operating in faith, but you are dictated by the rules and ruled by your fears. Let me say that again. Faith apnea is when you stop operating in faith, but are dictated and ruled by your fears. You are constantly holding your breath and derailing your dreams and aspirations. And quite frankly, you're beginning to fade away because you lack of oxygen or life you're breathing into your dreams. And so faith apnea, I don't know if it's a real thing. Sleep apnea is a real thing. But faith apnea is when you literally are stopped operating in faith, but dictated and ruled by your fears. You can try to find a definition on there. I don't know if there's a definition out there, but that's what I say, faith apnea. So I'm telling you right now, not to make you feel depressed, not to make you feel down, but if you're not operating with full faith and you're ruled by your fears, you're suffering from a little bit of faith apnea. And how do you kind of manage that? You got to get back in the Word. You got to get into some praise and worship. You got to be able to change the dynamics to strengthen up those faith muscles. So I'm telling you guys right now is that if you're listening right now and you just tuned in, you got to wake up. Wake up, sis. You are sleeping on your purpose and your dreams, and you're not getting anywhere. So you might as well wake up, plug back in, get refocused, get rejuvenated in this year from a position of strength to set you up for success in 2022. All right? So I'm telling you, when you think about sleepwalking, a sleepwalking person is basically in a partial state of awakeness. Literally, sleepwalkers can do a lot of different things. They can get dressed, they can get undressed, they can eat. Some people can even drive. They have actually found studies where a person was actually in a sleep state while they were driving. Now that's really crazy and that's really scary to think there could be sleepwalkers out there. But think about this. Let me pause for a little bit and make this a little personal for you all. How many of you have been in a repetitive cycle of sleepwalking this year? And what I mean by that, let me give you the definition. Why I mean sleepwalking. Partially committed to your purpose, or better yet, occasionally incorporating self-care. So I guess you just think you can do it all and not put your own oxygen mask on. You're playing it safe on all your personal goals, not really making much of a sacrifice, but you're literally mindlessly walking and moving them through each day, each week, each month, not giving it much thought. You're leaving things up for chance. You're just saying, I'm going to wing it today. I don't know. How many of you have gotten really far by winging it? Now, some of you may have some skills and you may have some abilities, but really having lasting results, winging it will not get you much far. So when I think about your morning routine, you get up, and I'm going to talk about me. I get up. My alarm comes off on my alarm clock on my cell phone. It's about 4:30 or so. I hit the snooze button. It goes off again. I hit the snooze button. When I then eventually get up, I start scrolling through social media for a good 30 minutes. Don't be judging. 30 minutes or so. I then roll out of bed. I decide to get in I undress, get in the shower, get out, wash my face, brush my teeth, throw some clothes on, maybe grab a granola bar, get some juice, and then I head off to work. In that whole routine, what did I do in that first probably 45 minutes of the time that really aligned with my dreams and my purpose? Nothing. You can't say your social media scroll really helped you. It's just an activity. So when I think about that, how you set the morning tone in your routine, how you get out of your regular slumber, how do you move into your day, allows me to know how well are you really fully awake. Are you emotionally using your time wisely? Every morning or every even evening gives you a fresh start. But like the saying goes, is that tell me how you spend your time and I will tell you what you value the most. Now, if you haven't heard anything today, listen to what I'm saying. You can tell how much a person values something based on how much time they spend on it. Simple as that. Tell me how you spend your time and I will tell you how much you value the most. So when I think about that, time is one of the biggest gifts God gives us. And so we can use our time wisely. We can use it in our slumber. We can be lazy and not do anything. We can just leave things up for chance. Or we can say, wake up, sleepwalker, get out of bed, get moving. You got 30 days left of the year to get cracking and start some healthy habits. Yes, 21 days to make a habit, 90 days to create a lifestyle. You can actually start this whole process today and get out of your crazy sleepy slumber, because I would tell you, if you continue to sleep, you're not going to be awake for the amazing thing that God has in store for you because you're sleeping away your life and your purpose. So when you think about this, guys, I want to give you some practical ways. You know me, I got to give you some tips and trips and some ideas. I want to give you some practical ways to become woke. Not woke in the sense of the social element or the social dynamics that are happening or the political climate. I'm talking about, I want you to be woke, yes, woke on your dreams and your aspirations. Okay, 7 ways. And you know I'm going to always throw these into the chat feature. And so 7 ways, I don't know if we lost you there. Okay, 7 ways to be woke. All right, so number 1, don't simply simply mesmerized by your dreams, but wake up and take action. A vision without action is merely a dream. I gotta say that again because that is fire, and if you don't understand, come talk to me. A vision without action is merely a dream. An action without vision just passes away with time. Number 2, ways to be woke and live out your dreams. Be faithful and fearless and take actions daily. Dreaming is nothing without action. You gotta put things into play. A vision without action is merely a dream. Dreaming without action is nothing. If you don't do the work, if you don't put some things into play, you're just basically daydreaming. Why would you want to daydream all day when you're not actually putting some things into play? Number 3, you have to be more committed to your vision than others are. If you can easily throw in the towel, guys, on your aspirations, why should anyone else other invest in you? Why should anyone invest in you? If you are not as committed to what you want to do and others are more committed to you, then really, I would not be a good investor for you. If I'm like, okay, I need to know what your action plan is. I need to know what your vision is. I need to know what your business statement is. I need to know what your business plan is. And you're like, I don't have any of that. I just got a dream. I'm not going to invest in you because you didn't put the time and the effort and you're not committed. When I see people that are committed and they put the time and effort, then I know you're going to do everything possible to make this happen. But if I'm asking for all these things and you don't even have not done the work, then why would anyone want to invest in that?
Sorry.
Number four, commit to the inconvenience, uncertainty, and obstacles. No one said being awake, being alert, being attentive to what's happening is going to be easy. No one says that. But keep in mind, visions are not goals. Goals are created from visions. I got to say that again because you need to understand that as you finish out this year. Goals are created from visions. A vision is an active and an ongoing dream that you're striving to achieve. It comes down to that vision, guys. Don't cut corners. There's no reason to cut corners. Handle your business, map it out, have your vision, ask God for clarity so that you can actually reach your dreams and aspirations. Number 5, I was literally just talking to a client yesterday, and she's going through some crazy things here. But number 5 is resolve. Of course, you gotta have the dog barking. Don't mind him. But number 5 is resolve old wounds. Spend time in introspection. It is difficult to embrace a new vision for your life while being held back by old wounds that haven't been properly treated. You have to resolve old wounds. Number 6, and I love this one, guys, is remove the lid of yourself. Remove the lid off of yourself. Let me say that again. You must remove the lid off of yourself. Dream bigger and don't allow fear or lack of confidence to shortchange your vision. If your vision doesn't make you feel at least a little uncomfortable, you're probably not dreaming big enough. I gotta say that again because I need y'all ladies to understand this. If your vision doesn't make you at least a little uncomfortable, you're shortchanging yourself. It's a small dream. Number 7, I need you to think holistically about your vision. Your vision should enhance all aspects of your life. It is not always about the dream job. It's not always about the dream person. It's not always about having the forever home and all of that. Your vision needs to be holistically. Your dreams need to be incorporated holistically. Your health, your time, your ability, your accomplishments, your relationships, your experiences, your contentment, your finances. Holistically think about your dream. So as we wrap up today's Power Punch Lunch Brunch session, I really want you all to take the next 7 days or less and first recognize how far you've come since January 1 of this year. We've made it, guys. We've actually made it to the last month. I also want you to acknowledge the areas that you've experienced tremendous growth and express gratitude out loud. And yes, it may look a little weird, especially if you're not at home, you're in your work environment. I need you just to say, just stop and pause for a moment and say, 1, I've made it. It's December 1 of 2021. This has been an interesting year, but I have made it. I have accomplished this. I have grown in this area. I am not done yet, but I am in a position to launch into an even better year. I need you also to say, if you have a mirror near you or close to you, I need you to look straight dead into that mirror, or you can look dead into my eyes here and say, wake up, sis. Wake up. There is no time like the present. My dream is a reality. I need you to say that to yourself over the next 7 days. Wake up, wake up. My dream is a reality. Wake up, wake up. My purpose is amazing. Wake up, wake up. I can't sleep on myself. Wake up, wake up. I can't sleep because I have others attached to me. Wake up, wake up. This is my time to shine. Now we know every year gives us an opportunity full of chances and, quite frankly, possibilities to create change. And I mean lasting change. So I want you all to take the last month of this year, December. We're the first day of the last month of the year of 2021. And I want you to proclaim that December is my month to push me further to my purpose. December is my month that I will wake up from my sleep and my slumber, and I'm going to go out after my vision and my goals with tremendous tenacity, because I have something greater in store for me in 2022. So thanks again, guys. And remember too, it is not time to cut corners. Don't cut corners. This month, you need to stay awake and stay alert. So guys, thanks again for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed this Power Punch. Make sure you do share this on your timeline so others can hear the rebroadcast. I will throw in the 7 tips and strategies to remain woke on your dreams so that they can become reality. And so remember, guys, we have a couple sessions. This is a 3-part series. I'm going to do 3 parts here. This is the Awaken series. And so I know I do the 1st and the 3rd. I think I'm going to slip in another week this month because I really want to make sure this 3-part series is in your toolbox as you start the new year of 2022. Also, tomorrow, be on the lookout. If you have not subscribed to the Hello Maximizer podcast, you're going to hear something familiar. I just did a podcast on kind of this topic. It goes in a little bit more detail, but make sure if you are not a subscriber on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, subscribe to the Hello Maximizer podcast to hear weekly motivational tips and inspirations from yours truly. So once again, thanks again. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Remember those 7 things. Over the next 7 things, I want you to really proclaim some things, and let's connect again. Once again, have a great rest of your day and be amazing and wake up.